Morning, kids. Mr. Stevens was a little lazy last night. Forgot to post a video. My bad. I'm going to blame it on my wife. She wasn't awake to film me.
Hey.
So, today, some of my advanced Gecko kids have done all of these. Regular class, some of this is going to be new for you, so we're going to kind of blend it together. And at the end, I'll give an easier problem and a hard problem. You can do whichever one or both of them, depending on how you're feeling. So, we have a rectangular prism right here. And when you eventually take the NWEA or the M-STEP test next, they'll ask you several things about the shape. They'll ask you to find the area of it, the volume, the perimeter, and the surface area. Now, three-dimensional, some of you are like, well, how can I find the area and perimeter if it's three-dimensional? Well, you're just looking at that bottom base part of it. So if it helps you, you're just looking at that bottom part. Because remember, perimeter is all the way around the outside of an object, so that'd be the bottom base. And the area is the amount of space it takes up, which would again be the bottom base. So, we are going to, I'm sorry if you can hear the screaming, that's my daughter's playing upstairs. So for area, it's just length times width. So here's my length and here's my width. So 7 times 4 gives me 28 centimeters squared. So I'm going to write that right there. Perimeter would be adding up around the outside, so I'd have 7 and 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the opposite sides would be the same, so 11 and 11 is 22. Now the bigger part about this is getting our labels right. This would just be 22 centimeters all the way around, where the area would be 28 centimeters squared because I did centimeters times centimeters, which gives you centimeters squared. Volume's fairly easy too. I just have to do the length times the width times the height. I already did the length times the width here, which is 28. So I can just do 28 times 5, or I can do it in a different order. To me, 5 times 4 gives me the 20, which makes 20 times 7 easier, because 20 times 7, I just need to do the 2 times the 7 is 14, and throw that 0 on the end, which is 140. So my volume equals 140, and I have centimeters times centimeters times centimeters, so that is going to be centimeters cubed. Now the new thing for a good chunk of you is the surface area. Surface area would be the area of each individual rectangle. Girls, can we quiet down a little bit? Of each individual rectangle. It's almost like if you were wrapping a present with Christmas paper, it would be the exact amount of paper you need. So, luckily, I have already found the area of the bottom part when we found the area there, which also happens to be the area of the top part. So I'll have 28 twice. Now, the area of this side over here will be length times the height. 5 times 4 is 20, and if this side is 20, the other side is 20. So I'll have 20 and 20. So I found the top and the bottom, the side and the side. Now I need the front and the back. So this is 7, and I need to know this piece right here, which I have to look over here for. So it's 7 times 5 is 35. Now, I have to combine all those together to find my actual problem or my actual answer. So I'm going to do 20 and 20 is 40. 35 and 35 is 70. 8 and 8 is 16. 2, 4, 5, so that's 56. 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Plus 50 is 160. Plus that extra 6 is 166 centimeters squared. Again, I did centimeters times centimeter for each side, and I'm adding up all the centimeters squared. So it is 166 centimeters squared. That is how you find all those. So for you guys, if you would like to attempt the following two problems, if you are new to this, you can do this one will be my easier one. And if you are a little more advanced, you can try a harder one. Let's do 11 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches. If you are a little more advanced and looking for more of a challenge, this is a triangular prism, which will be a lot harder to solve because you will need to know how to find the area of a triangle. But let's say this length is 10 centimeters. Let's say this is 7 centimeters. And let's say the height of this is, I don't know, 5 centimeters. So, with all those measurements, you should be able to find it. See what you can do.